A couple hours ago, I met with, let's see, YouTube CMH. It's kind of a little atheist gathering that's taking place out here in Columbus, Ohio. I just happened to be out here too. It was an interesting experience, and I just wanted to sort of thank those guys. I could really tell that me sitting across from many of them were freaking them out, but they were very civil, very nice, and I just wanted to thank them for that. I certainly don't know what will surface from my showing up at this coffee house, but nonetheless, their behavior towards me was very, very kind, and many of you will doubt me, but I expected nothing less. I really did. I've been saying this for a long time. Nobody's under any delusions of grandeur by way of how much we disagree in the way of worldview and opinion and obviously theology and so on and so forth, philosophy, but on the personal level, I have nothing against any individuals for any specific reason. I take them as they come. Battle of ideas in the arena of ideas that YouTube is and plays out to be, in my opinion, shouldn't be taken so personally. I try not to the best of my ability. And that was just more of a reaffirming of that idea in my mind, that it's never been a personal thing, and I don't understand why it has to be. Nonetheless, I just thank them for that. So that's that. And it lends itself to something else I wanted to talk about, and it's this notion of being liked. It's no mystery to many of you that my presence on YouTube, at least by way of the atheist YouTube community, is about as far away from being liked as you can possibly get. You know, some of that is my own doing, you know, the way I present these videos, the way my personal disposition plays out, you know, cockiness, boldness, the way I speak, all these type of things, and certainly some of that stuff sort of has to be kicked back on yourself. If I were to package it a little differently, I'd probably get a different result. However, the question is, at what cost? And what are you going to lay on the altar of being liked? Who is it that likes you and who is it that doesn't like you? I think that's the more pressing, more important question. For example, do the people with good ideas, do the people that are espousing good worldview, a good message, are those the people that don't like you? Because if that were the case, I would be troubled, a lot more troubled. But I happen to think that the atheistic worldview that is so strong and gaining momentum here on YouTube is a poisonous one. I've stated that boldly, and I stand by that statement. And so that these people don't like me isn't as much of a concern, right? Because of course they wouldn't like me. Of course they wouldn't like me exposing them to that message, and they wouldn't like me exposing other people to that message, right? So of course they're not going to like me. And I would say if those people did like me by and large, I'd think I was doing something wrong. You know what I mean? The same is true on the macro level. You know, I hear this all the time. America is not liked in the world. What are they not liked for? I would argue they're not liked because they're fighting real evil in the world. You know, Venezuela's not a big fan, Iran's not a big fan, but these people are evil thugs. You know, the UN doesn't like us. Well, the UN is a bunch of empty suits, a bunch of government thugs. That's what the UN is, so that they don't like me. I'm not losing sleep over this. This whole notion just drives me crazy, that the world's sentiment has to be shining happy about America. Not really. The world's sentiment isn't really concerned with fighting evil and moving forward good. This is the lens through which you think about being liked. And if you're in high school or wherever you are in life, this is the way you look at it. Sometimes, if it's popular to hang a left, but the right thing to do is to hang a right, you hang that right, and you just exist in the fact that you're not going to be liked. Take it to the bank.